Did you hit the button?
I did hit the button. We
live?
We should
Oh
be
my
live now. Hello, everyone, and welcome to our pitch episode. I'm gonna turn on some lights because it's about to get real dark in here.
That sounds ominous.
Well, because the sun's setting out the window. So right now, I have a whole wall that's a window that has light. And in about 10 minutes, it won't have light anymore.
Yeah, you haven't already decided that we're going to do horror. That's what's happening.
No,
right
not
now.
yet. Not yet. I mean, if the audience wants us to do horror, they're totally welcome to put that in the chat. I mean, if you loved our horror survival and you want like just a long drawn out version of that, I mean, if that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
You're willing to make.
You love that. Don't even lie.
The fun thing about that one is that I had so many options for what it could be. I had planned for everything that was on that overlay to be an option.
Amazing.
Oh goodness.
Yeah. So I
What
took
is planning?
Yeah, I plan, and then
such a
I
good
let
question.
the players' paranoia increase that planning, enhance that
Take it in
planning.
a completely different direction.
Yes. So if you're here for the pitch episode, or if you join us, you probably will be hopping into us pitching ideas, because that's the whole point of a pitch episode under Paracosm Entertainment. Before we select what show we will actually be doing within the TV the RPG system, the cast and you, the lovely audience, get together and pitch a bunch of ideas, at the end of which we have a top 3. That will be just like a sentence that kind of encapsulates that idea. And then the voting for those will go up, and you all get to decide what show gets greenlit for a season. After the end of that season, you also have the power again. You will get to decide if that show gets canceled or if it gets picked up for another season. If it gets canceled, we will be right back here for another pitch episode. Otherwise, if it gets picked up for another season, you loved it, and we will continue that show until you all get tired enough of it that you cancel it. So it's like actual studios, but fun.
But fan-driven?
But fan-driven, right.
Fan-driven.
It's not like we're gonna
fans have
put
the power.
a, teenage age-ish vampire-esque show on Netflix that you give no advertising to and rockets to like the top 10, and then you cancel it and claim it wasn't popular. Not
I didn't
bitter.
get that reference, but now I want to.
Not bitter at all.
It's fine.
It's fine. So, we do have some people in chat already. I see you, Kate. What's up?
Wait,
They said hi in chat. Technically, they said hi. So,
hello, best friend.
First friend, best friend.
Should we introduce ourselves?
oh yeah, I guess
Oh, yeah.
we should introduce ourselves, even though our names are on the screen. Because again, for some reason, you can't see the order that I have you in. So I will call out the order. Please let everyone know who you are. You don't have a character yet, so you can't do that. Unless you want to pitch a character without knowing the show, go ahead. And then where they can find you. And I will, on my screen, toss it down to Nekala, because Nekala is below me on this one.
What?
Oh.
Me? No. I'm kidding. Hi, I am Nekala, aka Nekala the Druid on all the platforms and such. Outside of here, you can find me running unnecessarily over-the-top charity streams and just doing some fun, silly stuff. But I can tell you and pitch the character that I'm going to do is going to be hella gay, because that is also one of my personality traits.
Damn it, you stole my line. I was going to say that.
We can all be gay. I'm fine with it. My cat Penelope says hello as well.
Hello, Penelope.
And from there, we're go ahead and toss it over to Rain.
Hi, I'm Rain, otherwise known as Rainbow Tiefling on most internet spaces. Fantastic class selection, by the way, Nicola, one of my favorite classes. That is my whole pitch. Hello, I am Rain. I am here. I'm very excited. My character will likely be Arrow Ace because at some point in the last year or so I had the realization that like every PC I've ever made has been Arrow Ace, and maybe I should have realized I was on the Ace spectrum a lot sooner than I did.
Love it.
Awesome, and then we will toss it up to JD.
That's me. Yeah, I'm Jade Prince or the Jade Prince pretty much everywhere online. I'm an artist, and I like playing games, and I'm more than a little bit ADHD, so if you see that I can't stop moving around, that's why. But we're gonna have a good time. I'm excited. And yeah, basically any character I play is gonna be some flavor of gay, because why would I want to be anything else?
I mean, this episode is just rife for the ADHD because we're just throwing random ideas out and bouncing all over the place.
I'm excited.
I have
excited.
no planned opener because I do not have a plot we have to get through.
Yeah.
And then I will toss it over to Kai.
Hi, Kai. I use they, them pronouns and she, they pronouns and she, her pronouns. It kind of depends on the day. I'm into a whole bunch of stuff, so I'm all over the place at a bunch of different social medias, but you can find me mostly at Kylie Grimwood or Kylie.Grimwood pretty much everywhere. I am also queer and ADHD, so my character will be some combination therein.
And if
Are we
you
all ADHD on the stream right now?
I think so.
Oh shit! Yeah.
That's why I was like, I
love
don't
that
have
we
plot
have-
I have to get through, so like it's just gonna be all over the place.
Yeah.
I hope that our fifth and final cast member, Blake, knows what he's gotten himself into.
Oh, I can
Yeah,
almost
just saying.
guarantee you he is the same way. I do a podcast with this dude. And I am Kayla. If you're here, you probably came to it via my social media or by us being live on Twitch and being like, that looks kind of cool, click. Sorry you joined the chaos. Well, welcome.
Sorry.
If you would like updates on any of the Paracosm stuff, you can find updates on my Twitter at justgaykay. I also post on all of the social media things for it as well. So Hive, Mastodon, Instagram, all of that. All of that is conveniently linked in my Twitter bio in the link tree because Twitter is slowly burning itself to the ground. So if you want to find us on another social media platform in case that finally finished its self-combustion, please do so. There will also be links to everyone's stuff when we make this our YouTube channel video. And if you're like, you just said YouTube channel video? Yes, if you miss any of our Twitch streams, they will be up a day or two later on our YouTube channel, which is called Paracosm Entertainment. Oh, look at that. Twitch channel is called Paracosm Entertainment and the YouTube channel is called Paracosm Entertainment. That's branding for you. So yes. So as I explained, this is a pitch episode, so if you have any ideas for anything that you want us to do, any elements, any plot hooks, any NPCs, any genres, any like overarching stories, any just like random elements like you want a scene with like someone in a trench coat and a hat on the corner in the dark in the rain under a single lamp post, put that in the chat.
I want that.
want that.
Somebody write that down. I want that.
That was a really
I want it to
specific
be
scene.
3 kobolds.
Three
Can
kobolds
I
in a
add
trench
to
coat.
it?
3 kobolds.
Yes, please.
3 kobolds in a trench coat,
Yeah.
and they break into Singing in the Rain. It is the
Oh,
opener It's just a little dark.
So what I'm hearing is you want one of those satirical musical TV shows.
Every show gets one episode.
That's a
okay?
musical
show gets a musical episode.
Oh, okay.
It's a
If you
musical
guys
episode.
vote for a musical episode, I will have
Oh,
you know I
God.
will hold you to that, and you, the players, will have to act out the musical scenes that your characters are
I
doing.
will
I can
put
do
it-
that.
I
Improv.
finally faced my final
will-
scene.
I will put it on the
Singing in
recording
public.
right now. I am terrible at singing. So,
I am so bad at it. No, I feel you. And it's literally
yes.
like I refuse.
100%.
I am not a karaoke person. It's not for me.
I will
I will-
100% be referencing Buffy the Musical. That one line in the whole show that Willow gets, that gets no other lines in the whole show. Anyways, I'm terrible at singing, so beware of that if you vote for it. I'm gonna vote for it.
And just to have really pitched that musical episode, I switched our screens over so that they also see our pitch episode notes. This is where we'll be logging all of your wonderful notes so that we can correlate them into a top 3 ideas for shows, which again are going to be that one sentence kind of summary. And then those will go up for voting after the show. And I believe we said a musical episode. Look,
I mean, that's going to apply to whatever
it's there.
genre.
It's there now.
Right, exactly.
It's there now. We opened that can.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
Don't tempt fate. I'll put it on the dock.
Oh,
and
no.
then, in trench coat,
3 kobolds.
in the rain.
Look, no, we got to be original. At least make it a kobold, a goblin, and a halfling. Like
Oh,
one
yeah,
of each.
sure.
Yeah, get some diversity in here.
This man is oddly
Yes.
tall.
There you go. And then
Perfect.
I believe Nicola dropped in the chat campy horror.
Oh, because we were talking about horror, and I'll be honest, I'm a chicken of everything.
Same.
But if it's comedy horror, I'm all about it.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
You're more
But I'm
like a
afraid.
scream horror person rather than like a Texas Chainsaw kind of person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shaun of the Dead was my gateway drug.
Oh, Shaun of the Dead is so good.
Yeah.
Classic.
Okay. I have
Yep.
a show,
Please.
and it
Pitch
takes
it.
place on a spaceship.
Hell
Yes. Yes.
Takes
I'm on
place on a
board.
spaceship. And I am literally going to sit here and pitch why Black Holes and Stardust was the best show, and we have to. Because here's the thing. If you haven't watched it yet, our ship's called The Bad Idea. And it's because it was a bad idea to put it in space. And
It's made of scraps.
It's made of scraps, and the AI computer that runs the ship is hilarious because Kay literally has like 6 different AI personalities all rolled into one.
It's real hard to
And-
keep track of what personality was supposed to be for what activity or duty.
Yeah, but
Oh, 100%.
the place is falling
And-
apart, so it doesn't matter if it
Exactly.
glitches out and changes.
And I think the crew of The Bad Idea could use a few extra crew people.
Absolutely.
And I believe there was something about how we were all put on the ship because we were decommissioned. Our level of the space station was decommissioned, and when we ejected it and got it to the junk planet, they also decommissioned our jobs
Yep.
and stranded us there.
Yep.
This is your last day
So-
of work.
That was your
Yep.
last day of work, and we're not picking you up from the junk planet. So there are
fuel
so
is too
many different
expensive.
things. Yes,
Yeah.
there are so many different ways that we can introduce the new crew people to The Bad Idea and just build up a little Star Trek, but bad at what they do.
Yes, that's it. That's the one sentence pitch. Star Trek, but bad
Yes.
at what they do.
Bad.
So like the Orville. No, I'm kidding. Star Trek about it. I love it.
Similarly, on my pitch ideas list, the least detailed one I have is just Space Cowboys.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
That is what
very
Black Holes
overlapping. Yeah.
We were not really cowboys.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
more like
But you could be. You have to find your way. on the
varying
planet.
levels
Well,
of
and that was just a
neurotic.
pilot, so lots of things can change.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They change voice actors all the time on cartoons right after the pilot.
I mean, like I said, I'm not above pulling a Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and just sliding in a new actor or actress into the ant roll and not talking about it.
Exactly.
For what it's worth, I had also written down space, and my thought process on that was like Firefly, but if it was even funnier.
Yeah.
Not
Like-
possible. I'm kidding. That's such a high expectation, but I'm here
Such a
for
high
it.
expectation.
I think if we did that, I would make you all start on the junk planet. And
Yes!
Yeah.
oh, I'm really gonna get this wrong. Nade Shots Burner suggests that the junk planet has to have a junk dog.
Oh yeah. We definitely
Yeah.
need a mascot character. If
Like
we
one of
go
those little
with that.
iRobot dogs.
Yeah. Only it also needs to be cobbled together from a bunch of parts that aren't supposed to go together.
Oh, but is it like the iRobot dog, or is it like the Boston, whatever it's called?
Well, obviously, it's a little bit of both. It's a piece
Oh,
of
it's a
each
little
of
bit of
those.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's that body because those dogs don't have heads. The Boston Dynamics, that's what it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Oh,
Mm,
yes.
Don't
I
have
know what you
heads
mean.
with the iRobot dog head.
There
Got
you
it.
go. Perfect.
There you go.
Yeah.
Y'all
Well,
ever
it's
seen
a
Red
huge
Dwarf?
body, tiny head. Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Not all the way
That's-
through. That's sort of on my list.
Yes, it's
But yeah, that vibe.
that vibe of
Yeah.
absolutely should not be running the ship, but they got stuck into it, and
Yeah.
it's very funny. Highly recommend if you can even find it streaming online. It's very old.
I apologize if I get your username wrong. Nade
Wally
Shots Burner says Wally Dog.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll put a little Wally in there also.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Maybe it's, I like the eyes. It's got the Wally eyes.
I will say, jumping from our what sounds like almost a space opera, space cowboy kind of dealio,
yeah.
I also suggest a kind of monster of the week, mystery of the week
Yeah,
setup.
I wrote down
Like-
supernatural horror
Yeah,
hunt.
so like
like,
supernatural,
weekly hunt.
like X-Files, like technically
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo is also.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So that is my I can't.
Except
talk.
I want it to sometimes actually be a monster and not just a racist neighbor.
Well, and that's why it's like
Yes!
it can be it depends on how like supernatural horror we want to crank it, because if we want it to be
Okay.
like not then it would just be someone doing the thing, but if we want to crank it and be like yes actual like supernatural stuff, then it could be like oh no, that dog attack that keeps happening is not a dog, not a dog, that is a werewolf. That is a werewolf. That is not a dog.
Crank it to 11. That's my vote.
I'm gonna credit my brother on this. It's not a werewolf, it's a wolf were. And it's a wolf that can turn into a human.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
Actually, in the D&D game that I run, I have a werebear that actually was a bear that then got cursed to become a human.
I thought you were about to say got
Woman.
bit by a human.
I thought so too.
Well, yeah, I mean, maybe that's how it happened. I hadn't actually given him a backstory yet, so maybe he did get bit by a human, and you know, fairy world shenanigans cause a lot of
Okay.
interesting things.
I'm gonna call
Oh, I like
you-
it. Yes.
Oh. In the chat, I'm just gonna call you Shots because I'm not gonna risk it. I need to understand what a mimic wolf is because I want it, and I want to own one.
Oh, is that like a mimic that's pretending to be a wolf, or like a treasure chest that's actually a wolf? somehow.
JK, it was a wolf.
That wolf just has like, I don't know, illusion powers.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I do like Monster of the Week type shows.
I do too.
though. I'm all about and keeping them like episodic, so that
Yeah,
like, you
yeah,
can
yeah. So
tune in at any time.
Yeah, and that's why I was like, it would let us change it. It would let us go to different locations because we could limit it to U.S. or we could have you guys be globetrotters and just not explain any of the travel. You're just in a new location.
Oh.
This week in Italy.
Yeah. Just not explain it at all.
Ooh, I
I
like
have a
that.
similar
Can you-
pitch.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, go for it.
I was just gonna say I like that. Put globetrotting without explanation. Anyway, go ahead.
No, I have a similar pitch about like just something that would allow us to change the vibe very often, which is classic fantasy, but we're trapped in a video game. So you can put like as many chaotic mini games in as you want.
Amazing.
Like this has nothing to do with the main plot. What is this here for?
That's someone's mod. They just they modded the game, and now
And now we're stuck with it.
yeah.
That's like when you have a random like
baking
baking mini game,
Yes.
like a dungeon crawler.
Yeah. Absolutely.
100% the vibe.
We just have a whole session that's fishing.
Yes.
Yes. Oh,
See, but that's where you get the character development, right? You're all sitting around the fishing hole, and there's nothing else to do, so you have to talk about your backstory.
Amazing.
Yeah, bottle episode.
I'm gonna hoard all of my backstory points just for that episode.
There you go.
Nade Shot Burner who says I'm Matt, so we don't have to try and butcher
There we
their
go.
username anymore.
Right,
And says so.
Yes.
LeBron James is canon too with the Globetrotters. The side quest is to play one game against the Globetrotters.
Hey.
Yes.
Amazing. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That would be
that's so
especially funny if we were all playing like goblins or kobolds or halflings.
Oh my god.
A
Are
whole
we the
team of little
monsters?
Yeah, I was about to say it's a reverse
Wait,
of
is it
spaceship. It's a reverse
No.
of spaceship.
Yes.
The untold story of the Monstars. Oh my gosh. But like copyrighted,
Love it.
so it's maybe an O instead of an A. I don't know.
Look, Monster of the Week is fun, but what if it was Human of the Week and we were the monsters?
I also like that idea.
Mhm.
And every
I-
week we have to fight off a different
Thank you
like
all.
hunter group that's
We
trying
are-
to take us down.
That's it. That's the
That's
show.
the one.
So done.
Human of the week.
Yeah.
I freaking love that. That is so good.
We're down.
That actually kind of goes along with one of the like random side thoughts I had written down earlier today, which is just we are not the heroes.
Are we
Yeah.
the baddies?
What if we were the video game monsters and every week was just like all the different players that were coming through?
Oh.
Interesting.
I like
Nice,
that.
nice.
Oh,
And we,
that's-
we reset or, revive after every battle
and
for
then
the
but
next
we like
player.
yeah, we respawn
Yeah.
in different settings along the storyline.
Yeah.
There has to be a desert level for some unexplained reason.
Yes, yes.
Like, I'm not sure how we have a desert in this world. This world is covered in water. How is there a desert?
The fabled desert. Well, there's a desert because all that water had to come from somewhere. It drained out of the land, leaving behind a desert.
There we go. Perfect.
Clearly.
Science.
Matt
That's
says
science,
it's
exactly.
like Wreck-It Ralph, but fake arcade.
Yes.
I saw that. That's instantly what I was thinking about in Wreck-It
Same.
Ralph 2. Spoilers. When they go into the internet. I love it.
Mhm.
Is it spoilers if a movie's several
Literally
years
called
past
and
being
it's-
out?
The subtitle of the movie is literally called "Breaks the Internet."
Look, if Mark Hamill says spoilers for the original Star Wars, I will
You're right.
say
You're right.
spoilers
Never
for
mind.
anything.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I feel like there's like a time limit. Like Casablanca, you're not gonna say spoilers for Casablanca. Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
movie's
I
black
mean,
and
yeah.
white.
But like, I haven't seen. I'm just kidding.
It's like more than 50 years old. You had your chance.
If it's
There are
been
a lot
around
of-
longer than you've been alive,
Yeah.
nobody's
That
gonna
seems fair.
spoil it for you.
Yes.
It's just like being like, spoiler alert for Romeo and Juliet. They both die.
Oh man. Similar to Monster of the Week, I had a thought process of like us being superheroes, but us being in school for it, a la Sky High, for example. So like every
Sure,
time it's a
yeah.
different, either a different assignment that we've been given or a different thing that we've happened upon during our like vigilante off time or something.
Ooh, I like that.
So if you're seeing the notes on screen that I'm taking, occasionally you see me just put letters. It's just so I don't get copy striked or come after for it. So you know, SHX for superhero school examples. Just
Nice.
Yes.
Absolutely.
can't come after me for a letter. Yeah, I mean, I was really sad they never did a Sky High 2.
Us too. I think that could have been a good TV show, like
Honestly, yeah.
TV show.
I did
not
think it
TV,
was
RPG.
funny
Yeah.
that the principal was the original actress who did Wonder Woman. Was the principal.
Yes.
in that
Oh,
movie.
that's fine.
I was like, oh, that's a good callback. Kate said idea, heist, but it's the B team when the A team gets caught.
Oh my god, I love
That is a good idea.
Yes.
Oh, heist is good.
That is
I
amazing.
like that.
Yeah, there's something really appealing about playing like, and you know, it's basically the same with the space opera idea. Is that's the B team, the not quite as good. We're not quite Firefly,
Right.
we're all the people that got rejected from that show. So yeah, I like this. I like the
It's
idea.
the
of,
Sci-Fi Network's attempt to make a similar story.
Yeah, right, exactly.
As
Or
somebody
or the bootleg version, the bootleg DVD.
Straight
almost
to
like
DVD.
because I've
Yeah.
been rewatching Stargate SG-1 and for no reason other than it I like it. Literally just like a show about SG-2. Like nobody ever fucking talks about him. Who are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, we never really hear about like any of the other teams.
There you
Exactly.
go.
So there are B teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like the goal is to tell a good fanfic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, that's
Perfect.
well summarized.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I look for in a good TV show.
Yeah.
Would I have written that? Yes.
I don't know that I trust my writing skills enough to.
Well, not the quality wise, but content wise, like, oh, is that a storyline I would have told? Then I'm gonna like this show.
Matt also suggests to go Last People on Earth type vibes, similar to the 100 or something like that.
Oh, yes.
Don't know if I
Post-apocalyptic.
I do like post-apocalypse stuff.
Oh, me too.
I do too. And I had another thought earlier today, which was like solar punk, but make it dystopian. Because to me, solar punk is the ideal future. So, like,
Yeah.
how do you make that dystopian? Was just a really interesting idea to me.
I mean, I think the
Challenge
easiest way to make
accepted.
that, the easiest way to make that dystopian is to say the whole world is a desert.
Right. We're the only ones left. We don't know it yet.
Yeah. Yeah, see, then I think the challenge is making post-apocalypse funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It can be done. Like, I think Last Man on
Zombieland.
Earth, Zombieland.
Or
Warm Bodies.
Warm Bodies is
Oh,
so
Warm
good.
Bodies is good. Yeah.
What if we were baddies, because I'm still stuck on that, that went to go, like, we were sent to go ravage someplace, but it was already done, and we were stranded. I don't know. Somebody
Do we
else to
take
flesh
credit?
that.
Do we take credit for it being done already when we get there?
Well, no, because there's nobody left. We're just
Oh.
like stuck in this unknown place, and we can't get. I don't know. I'm just throwing
Well,
things out.
spitballing. That's what we're doing. We're just
Kate
spitballing.
says, dumb
Yeah.
fantasy trope literally stolen from a tweet I saw. The whole party is half human
Yes!
looking for their common human parent.
Yeah.
I've seen that. It's so good.
I love it. I
And
love
then-
Are
that.
you my dad?
And then Matt says, a world where it's like Fahrenheit 451, where instead of hiding books, it's hiding light, and the dystopia Rain is talking about.
Oh,
Oh.
that
I
also
also
sounds.
Need
Go
to
ahead.
brush up. I don't know what solar punk is, so I need to brush up on that to understand this.
So, okay, you know how we've been having to explain what crystal punk is to everyone for Haro?
Yeah.
So take crystal, replace it with solar. So sun-powered everything. Instead
Okay.
of crystal
Sure.
magic powering stuff,
Yeah.
it's solar stuff. So it would be like Treasure Planet, their little flyers that they have where it's
Yeah.
literally like sun powered.
Yeah.
And then
Okay.
what Despicable Me movie is it where he tries to steal the sun or whatever?
What?
Oh yeah.
That's the villain.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Can't power your stuff without a sun, you little idiots.
I mean, I love the idea of playing a group of people that start out on, the bad guy side and then, have some character development, maybe realize that their boss is not actually, like, looking out for them and kind of having to make their own decisions.
Yeah, I mean, when they canceled the health insurance, it just wasn't worth it anymore.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, and we get hit a lot. Like, a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
B team villains turned A team heroes.
There's the one
Absolutely.
line.
But
was
but
so
be
beautiful.
honest, would we really turn A team or would we be like
D
It'll be a
team.
long journey.
We know all of the bad guys' moves. We
Oh,
wrote
true.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
technically true.
oh, we're coming up against this villain? Yeah, he's real insecure about his last breakup, so just twist the knife that way.
Yes. Oh, that was good too.
Oh man, these are great ideas.
Okay, I have to tell you the most unhinged one on my list here.
Please.
The first thing that came to mind wasn't even a real concept. It was just a phrase, like that meme of sir, this is a Wendy's.
Yeah.
How I rationalized this to myself was the idea of people randomly breaking out into musical style revelations about their life, and just some poor retail workers being can you please stop singing and dancing where I'm trying to mop?
Would we be
what is
playing
in the water
retail?
today?
Are we the retail workers in this scenario? Nice.
Oh my gosh,
Wait.
it has to be a mall.
Does that
We
mean
can
I
make
have to do?
100%.
Does that mean I have to do all the musical numbers? That's not fair.
Well, it could just be the intros, when they're starting to make that revelation and the music is building up in the background. And
Yeah,
we're
you
just
just describe it.
done.
Yeah.
And we walk out of the room so you don't have to listen to
Excuse
this.
me, ma'am. Could you do that outside? There's customers waiting in line behind you.
ma'am, I'm gonna need you to
I'm real
take a step
happy.
to the left so I can
Yeah.
check out this person behind you.
I'm real happy for you that everything is coming together and crystallizing in this moment for you, but I still have a shitty wage to make. Okay.
It sounds like something's happening in the dressing room. Do you still need this in a size 3?
So
Congratulations! I'm sure that university is going to be so pleased when they have you. However, if you could step off of the shirt I've been trying to fold for 20 minutes, that would be excellent. Thank you.
I'm glad that you figured out that college is actually the college you want to go to, but can you stop throwing the jeans into the air, please? Okay, I just wanted to say hi to Jess, because Jess just joined us in the chat. Hello. And then Kate said, lol, Villains Inc. incorporate villainy.
Yes.
And then Matt said, ooh, guys, you could do Monster University style. And then Honey Ghost Games said alongside alongside the B team where the sidekicks and the heroes have been taken or turned bad or something.
Yeah. Like, you know,
But
the
also,
dragon from
Or
Mulan.
what if we are the sidekicks?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah.
Okay, I see. Yeah. I like it. Yeah.
Wait,
It's kind of that
BT.
kind of that vibe of, you know, a game that's all wizard familiars.
Yes.
Like,
So I was about to
Yes.
say that.
yeah.
And credit to my DM for one of my games. We so when Find Familiar is summoned in one of my D&D games, it's that they're just taking a familiar from the break room of that warlock patron, and whatever familiar is in there is what you get. And
Nice.
like a whole story of like them beat all of these creatures, and then they get summoned to go off on an adventure and then unsummoned and put back in the break room.
Nice.
That would be
And it
fun.
could be, you know, this patron has good aligned followers and evil aligned followers and all this stuff. Anyway.
Helen, you'll never believe where they sent me last week.
Oh my goodness.
Where was it?
I feel like for both the Familiars one and for the corporate Villains Inc. one, it could be both a slice of life one where you guys are like in the break room and it's like the office drama stuff, but you're like, dude, do you know what game I got pulled into like last week? I got assigned to go to some desert town and threaten their water source.
Oh my gosh. So we could have it like all take place primarily in like the break room, but then when we start telling the story, it like breaks away and we reenact it.
Oh, that's
And then
interesting.
goes
That
back
would be good.
and then just like comes back to the break room. It would, I don't know how it would fit into the TV the RPG format, because like we might end up playing multiple different characters or multiple different NPCs.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's an idea.
And that's all today's about.
It didn't have to be good.
Nobody
I was
said the idea had to be
specifically
good.
told I didn't have to be good. I'm just kidding.
So, I mean, if you want to, because now that I know your Honey Ghost Games, if you want to say what you dropped in the chat.
Oh, yeah, I was just saying, if it's Villains Inc., like, are we villains for hire? That's how Jerry wound up in the desert town for the water source, but, you know, Carissa went out to some random planet to take away the sun.
I love that.
And then Kate added afterwards, rent a villain.
Rent a villain, yes.
Oh man.
like
You know, 'cause there's so many heroes these days.
yeah, the
and they're all
world
trying
is
to
just
prove themselves.
oversaturated, and so ever so often a hero will be like, I need a villain for like 3 hours in downtown Chicago.
Yeah. Oh, I love this.
Yeah. That's
Penelope
fun.
loves it too. What? Okay. Yeah, I know you're a villain.
Listen, I know it's cliche, but can the one you send this time have like dark hair and like maybe some side swooped bangs? That really fits the aesthetic that we're going for
Like,
this time.
I want goth. I want really goth. And it's the exact same villain that showed up last time, except with a lot more like mascara and eyeshadow.
How many times do you think one of us gets summoned to a place and then it turns out it's just another bachelorette party?
Yes.
Yes.
And you're like, this is not the kind of rent a villain.
But the bosses are like, you're making money, you're going.
It's like
I
you
can
clicked
only
on the
dress this
random.
Dragon Boy so many times.
So Vixen Artistry, which I think is Becca, I see you, said that's a great career choice. Matt said, has anyone suggested certified badass bounty hunters? And then we have a new person in chat. I apologize if I get your username wrong. Star... there's no vowels between the N and the D. That says eviltemps.com.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I clicked it because I was like, it showed us a link. It's not taken yet. If we want to like secure it soon.
Amazing.
Perfect.
There goes the whole marketing budget.
Yeah. Yep.
I would really like to do headshots for that company. This one, you have to take a different prop. The background is the whole world in flames.
Yeah. Now act like you just destroyed a city. No, more dramatic. Now you're lording over the hero in your monologue. More, bigger.
Oh, so good.
Oh god.
So I feel like a theme in all of these, which is
Yeah, a little bit.
which is either a B team in some sort of setting, or the are we really the baddies?
Yep. Or the monster. We're the monsters. Or yeah. I like it.
Now, I know this is a revelation of a concept, but there is the anti-hero, which we could also do. but I'm down for some villains if you want to play villains. Although, I'm kind of, whenever we talk about the villains for hire or corporate villainy, I'm very much picturing also those scenes from like The Office where they have like those moments in the room talking to the camera.
Yes.
Yeah.
Professionals.
Yeah.
Oh man. I mean, it's tempting to put the confessional concept into any of these.
Everything.
Right?
Yeah,
All
whichever
of
we
these
end up
need
doing.
confessionals.
Yeah.
All of them do. I don't care if we're playing Space Cowboys.
Yeah.
We have confessions.
I agree.
Maybe that will be some bonus content.
Perfect.
If
For the
we-
patron.
Yeah, if
Patreon.
we kick up a patron, we'll have
There you go.
confessional videos in character.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
I love that so
Chef's
much.
kiss.
See, we keep talking about villains for hire, and my brain just keeps going to Hell of a Boss,
What's
which is
that?
too inappropriate for anything we're thinking of doing. But it's super great on YouTube if you're bored. It is very inappropriate, but they are imps who are hired in hell to go to Earth to kill the people that were like to get revenge for people who went to hell. It's very funny.
Nice. That's a fun concept.
It is. This is very fun.
We could do
So
a
I'm
less
all about.
less NSFW version, Dead Like Me, where
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
temp that gets
Oh, I
I
missed
heard
that
about it.
show.
the temp in the first episode who has a honestly shitty life and then immediately gets killed on her first day temping and then becomes a reaper.
Yeah. That's fun. That's fun.
Which
Just
is
the whole cast. We're all dead already.
What are you? Also, just because I have to, I can propose an entire show of just Hank and Penelope. Because now Penelope wants my pencil.
Cats. We're all just cats.
We just all just watch Hank and Penelope for an hour every week.
I mean, that's kind of what we get to do. Anyway, because, they're there.
Again, I apologize if I butcher your username. Star says Dead Like Me is A+. And Vixen Artistry says, but it's a great plot as well. And then I think that's the robot face. Is that the
Yeah.
robot face?
It's a smiley robot.
It's a smiley
It's
robot.
the default. It's the default icons. I love them.
Yes, you may notice we don't have any custom emojis as of yet. It's because we don't have our first show yet. So I can't.
We don't know what
I
they gotta
can't
be
do
yet.
that until. I mean, I could give you the parrot with the little mustache and the top hat from the P.
Yes. I would like that,
But
please.
that's the only one I could give you right now until we pick a
Pretty good,
show.
huh? Pretty good one.
Oh yeah. Vixen Artistry says, I hate it, but that's life. Vixen Artistry did our logo for us. And was like, PE, Paracosm Entertainment, that makes me think of a parrot, I'm gonna do it. And I was like, only if you give the parrot a mustache and a top hat. And when they gave me the sketch back, I was like, why is the mustache up here on the top of his beak? No, it should be down here on the bottom of his beak. And she's like, that's not anatomically correct. And I was like, I don't care, it looks better.
Neither is a mustache.
I guess that's fair.
Yeah, that was my thing. It was like, I don't care, it looks better, and a parrot doesn't have a mustache anyways.
Amazing.
Me
Also-
and Vixen does a lot of art for me. Vixen is also my fiance. But Vixen is all about anatomically correct, even when we do magical animals for things. So we get in that debate all the time. And yeah,
Amazing.
they said it doesn't make sense in all caps in the chat.
This very much
What
feels
about,
like
what about
the
an
house.
elephant, Vixen? Where would a mustache go on the elephant?
Oh, yeah.
Think about that one.
hmm
Yeah.
I would say on the tip of the trunk. But, you know.
Yeah, see, there's another
100%.
argument for you to have with them later.
Yeah.
100% tip of the trunk.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
betting.
I mean, because it is their top lip.
Yeah, because like anatomically correct, I guess would be like underneath
yeah,
right above
under the
the
trunk.
Yeah.
and then trunk.
Yeah. But then you wouldn't be able to see it, you know? That
Right, it wouldn't be funny
purpose
anymore.
character design, yeah.
Unless it was like a secret mustache, and then when they lifted their trunk, they had a little mustache.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that's an argument we get in all the time because every time Vixen sees the logo, they're like annoyed that the mustache is where it is on the peak.
Oh dear.
So I'm sure they would love to take that parrot and make it an emoji for Twitch.
Yeah.
Have to stare at it a little longer.
Yeah, and be able to have it see it in the chat.
In the
Yeah.
chat every time.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sure, they would love that. Okay, so we got a lot of options. Is there anything else that anyone wants to pitch? You guys in the audience, I'm looking off to the side, sorry, because that's where the chat window is for me. You all in the audience, or any of the cast want to pitch anything additional before we start trying to mush some of these ideas together into sentences?
Well, I don't have anything beyond just the line, just the phrase, but I don't think that we have brought up the possibility of magical girls / boys / NBs.
Yes.
And
Yes.
that is a fertile ground upon which to plant our narrative.
Honestly, depending on what genre you wanted to mix with, too, you could go all kinds of ways. Because you could go Sailor Moon, or you could go Madoka.
Exactly. And, just to continuing to cross all of these things over, we could be the villains of the magical girl story.
Yeah.
You could be the Power Ranger villains.
I just was thinking of the
Try that
wear conversation from earlier, and my brain was like, yes, the Animorphs versus Sailor Moon. That is that's the battle I remember.
Animorphs! Let's do Animorphs!
So Star Nud said, what if villains for hire in a magical girl genre?
Wait,
They're
the
special,
magical
so they
girl-
have to hire us.
Yeah. There's so many girls who want to be magical girls, and, there is a dearth of good villains for them to prove themselves fighting.
I'm gonna say this now, if we do something like that, if you help us get to season 2, I will work very hard to make sure that each character has a magical transformation scene in the opening sequence. I will work very hard to make that
Oh,
happen.
You mean Vixen will work very
Oh, no. Vixen would kill me if I promised that they would do animation.
Hey, but I mean, Why don't villains get transformation sequences? That's what I want. I want the villain transformation sequence.
Yeah.
That is my villain origin story.
Hell yeah! Yeah, you see all the magical girls getting their fancy transformation sequences. What, I'm not good enough for that? No. And you know what? Maybe the villains pay their artists better.
We have a new first-time chatter joining us, Tenwen, who says, a team of villains who discovered that their boss is a hero, not a villain. Hilarity and character development ensue.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That was a really good inciting action.
Yeah.
Honestly, that could be what turns the B-team villains
into A-team heroes.
Or worse villains. Realizing that, I'm gonna actually look at it.
I mean, yeah, that's a concept that we could slap on almost any of these.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't understand why I can't get this. I can't get the bottom of this chat to show. Like, I've got my window expanded to the max, and I can't see the most recent comments.
Weird.
Tenwen posts again and says, also from earlier, a retail outlet where there are huge signs everywhere saying absolutely no singing, which the patrons completely ignore.
Yes.
Thank you for making my dreams come true.
No singing of any kind. Incredible.
Absolutely no life-altering revelations allowed.
Oh, that scene from
This is
Kimmy
your
Schmidt. No
therapy
face
office.
journeys.
And
Here
Kate
for it.
says, love that idea, Tenwen. The boss keeps sending them on wild goose chases to keep them from being too bad. I'm assuming that's in reference to the villains who discover that their boss is a hero.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
Oh, I guess I can also type in chat. Yo. It's me discovering that the OBS plugin also lets me answer in chat.
Wow.
I have no
I
idea.
love this.
Oh
Gosh,
yeah,
there
that
are so many
actually
good
logged on.
ideas. I can't think of any more.
Yeah, I think
Except
we
that
got
I
it.
was thinking a funny
Except
thing.
here's one.
No, this is not a whole idea.
Okay.
But a funny thing that we did in the Black Holes and Stardust one shot was that the evil corporation was M. Skoro, which was just Paracosm backwards.
Yeah.
M. Skoro Rap. I can't remember how we pronounced it. But so if we ever run out of names, there's one.
Yeah.
Paracosm
Yeah.
backwards.
Yeah.
I don't know
Looking
how
around
many.
my art table for inspiration.
I don't know if how many people caught this, how many people watched all 3 one-shots. But you may have realized that there was a town name that got mentioned, I don't know, like 3 times. Once in each of the one-shots.
What was it?
So I do like dropping Easter eggs. We can cross Easter eggs. I can cross the streams. I am the master of this universe. So...
I don't know where
Yeah.
my black hole notes are. What was the city name?
Go watch to find out, chat.
Oh.
Go watch to find out.
I like that you think that we're not gonna try to immediately figure this out right now. Do you know who you brought on as cast?
We are all various levels of neurodivergent. How are we
Yeah.
supposed to continue?
You can't leave a plot thread hanging.
It's not a plot thread, it's an Easter egg.
Easter egg. Oh god. All right.
I have the towns are Dornwich was the city we were in, and then the 3 towns around us were Tracy, Arlington, and Henderson.
Well, Dornwich was in ours also, in the Wild West.
I can't retain information to say
Yeah,
no.
I that kind of ADHD.
Dornwich was the town you
thank
landed in
God.
before you took the supplies to the next town.
Okay. There's two of us from that one, and we're like,
I mean,
those names
I
sound familiar. I don't.
very distinctly remember failing our mission.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because you guys just
horribly. So I don't even know if Dorwich is still standing.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of
no.
same in ours, honestly.
Yes.
I feel like it's probably
Nice.
not okay now.
Yeah, we were meant to bring 4 crates of supplies and weapons to the resistance, and we managed to lose all but one of them.
Oh, not just lose, but I will save how they lost it exactly for you to go watch.
It was.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a. Should I say a bad idea?
It was a bad idea. It was a series of bad ideas.
It was definitely one of those as the GM being like, okay, so let me just clarify.
So hold on. What do you want to do again?
This is what you're
Are
trying
you
to
sure?
Okay, if you really, I'll let you do it if you want to do it. I just wanted to
Wanna.
clarify that this is what you're trying to do.
Hey, I pulled off a couple of excellent moves, which I won't spoil, so that you have to go and watch them. But I was very proud of myself, even though overall we failed.
It was a very interesting game. All of the games were very interesting. Go check it out on Paracosm YouTube channel. Ding!
Oh, the sound effect made it. Oh, perfect.
You might be like, oh my gosh, Kayla, you're getting more chaotic. That's like, yeah, because I'm almost done with my energy drink that was in here. It's empty
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
It's empty. Can't hear it anymore.
Non-specified, non-branded energy.
Yeah, I had to put it in here because I am not. But in all of the one shots, I was drinking a branded thing, and I was like, I should probably stop doing that. So it's not branded anymore. If you want to sponsor us, maybe we'll talk.
Oh, hot chocolate.
Yeah,
You're getting
Vixen
an
is
off-
accident.
you're getting-
hot chocolate.
You're getting an offer for hot chocolate.
Probably after stream, babe. I feel like adding more sugar to this chaos is probably not a good idea.
Pish posh.
So yes, so we have a bunch of ideas. I have that up still if we want to add more to it. I'm also going to drop us down, however, to a new page so that we can start putting together our 3 sentences using elements from the brainstorm. And those 3 sentences will be what goes up for voting, for everyone to decide. And just to give a little breakdown of how that works, the voting will be open for a week or 2. I will post that as soon as I make it, because I can't make the poll until I know what the options are.
What? You don't have precognition? Come on.
I know. I live in Vegas and I don't have precognition. How terrible of me. Yes. So once those are made, I'll post the poll up. You will see probably campaign type videos and posts from myself and the rest of the cast, pushing the ones that we like the most to try and get you interested in it and trying to get you to vote for it. And then once the poll closes, whatever is the winner is the one that gets picked up for a season, which is 12 episodes. And there will be a mid-season break after the 6th episode. You might be like, oh, that seems like a TV show. And yes, it is because it's set up like a TV show because we're playing TV the RPG. I am nothing but on brand. So we will do that. And so at the end of that, like I explained, we will vote again if the show gets picked up for another season or if it gets canceled, and then we'll be right back here if it gets canceled all over again. So with that spiel out of the way, with me probably talking 100 miles a minute at this point, we will start putting together our sentences. Now, me being the little ADHD brain, I'm going to open up the thing that I have showing you on stream again on this other window so that I can also look at all of my notes without having to scroll back up for you all on stream.
You're doing great.
Thank you. So many windows. Okay. So, it seems like we have a couple themes, like I mentioned, of options. One of which is some sort of "Are we the baddies" vibe. But we have a couple different directions of that we can take from our notes. You could be the B team villains turned A team heroes. You can be a team of villains who discover that their boss is a hero, not a villain. You could be corporate villainy or Villains Inc., Villains for Hire, Rent a Villain, eviltemps.com, which is kind of all encapsulated in that corporate villainy. I think that is all the bad guys. In the same vein as your superheroes, but in school, you could be villains, but in school for evil villainy.
My God.
I do like
Villain
that.
Academy.
Villain Academy.
Villainy 101.
Yeah, chemistry, but it's like how to blow things up.
Right.
How to give a monologue.
Yeah. Instead of debate class, it's villainy monologue 101.
Absolutely.
Rule number 1, never let the hero interrupt you.
Rule number 2, you have to tell them the entire plan. That's the whole thing.
Excruciating detail.
Yes! Rule number 3, no plan B allowed.
Yes.
If that doesn't work, you're screwed.
Plan A or bust.
Incredible.
So those are our villain options. If we would like to kind of smush together some of those, or if people in the chat have any ones that they like more, or ones that they suggest that we smush together, please let me know, because I have chat open again in 2 different places, on my phone and on the screen, so I really do see it. No matter what. So that seems like one of the things that we have several times in here. Another one seems to be some sort of like campy-kish, almost like retail or The Office vibe version of something, whether that be the "Sir, this is a Wendy's" with the singing patrons, or something like actually. This is funny to me. I don't know who else have found it funny, but the Blockbuster show that's on Netflix.
Yes.
So something like that.
What?
Yeah, so on Netflix there is a show called Blockbuster about a dude that owns a Blockbuster.
There you go.
Need to go watch
And it's
this
like
now.
one of
Okay.
the last Blockbusters around. And I was just like, ooh, Netflix is just like turning that knife a little bit.
I love it.
So that kind of situation, so some sort of retail workers is what it seems like, is the vibe there. We could do some sort of mystery of the week, monster of the week. We could smush that with the retail workers, if we wanted to.
What fresh hell does work have?
Yeah. Be like, why is
Yeah.
there a green ooze trail through the shop?
Yeah.
What I imagine goes through the minds of the townspeople in shows like Buffy the Vampire Slayer and X-Files and stuff like that, where they're like, what do you mean the principal turned into a snake and now no one can run the school? That's not a thing that happened.
Did you take some sort of drug? I need you to tell me what kind of drugs you took.
I'm not gonna tell, I just need to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. Like Monster of the Week, but make it The Office. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
In a mall.
So I'm just gonna call it "Sir, this is a monster of the week." For now, to just encapsulate that.
beautiful.
Amazing.
Okay, going back to the villains, I am so attracted to the idea of mixing the like magical people universe with corporate villainy, because those two things seem diametrically opposed in a very funny way. Like,
Yeah.
magical girl universes are very like whimsical. And, like, just,
Yeah,
no, we
yeah,
have to be there at 5 p.m. sharp. No, 5 p.m. Get in the car.
look, we're gonna have about 15 seconds to kill when they start their transformation sequence, so use that time to get into your position.
Did you grab the bucket of glitter? What do you mean you didn't grab the bucket of glitter? We need the bucket of glitter for the magical transformation sequence.
Remember what they taught us in Villainy 101? There is no plan B.
Okay, I am obsessed with that. I love it so much. But
so
my
baddies
brain,
for hire in a magical girl universe. Would that be like a
Yeah.
way to?
my brain did just come up with a one-liner for the villainy school.
Tell me.
So we have to do it. It's you better be late for class.
That's so good.
Also, apologies, my roommate just delivered me French fries out of nowhere. So I.
Oh, lucky.
Jealous.
Okay, so far we can adjust and update as needed. I have Sir, This Is a Monster of the Week, and Magical Girls meets Villains for Hire.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Seems
And then you better be late for class.
Yeah. I also thought if we are still stuck on the B team kind of thought process of it, we could also be like people who are designated henchmen who are like really trying to prove to their like, I guess whoever's in charge of their class or the dean of the school or whatever that like, no, we're good enough to be villains full time, I promise.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I mean, when we talk about being villains, I don't want to be like the top tier villains, no matter what.
Right.
No.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
so. What I'm
Also,
also
not
hearing-
the terrible ones, like
No.
that are
Right.
actually bad.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
We're the
definitely.
temps. We're the temps.
So what I'm hearing is what we
It's a
could
living.
do is combine like super villain high school and then henchmen, and then also if we wanted to campy horror
Yes.
because it's
God.
villains.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What do you mean you read the incantation wrong? How did you summon a devil here? It was supposed to be just to automatically stir my coffee so it stayed warm.
Yes.
Oh,
And
Hello.
at some point during that, maybe as a mid-season cliffhanger, or maybe if I'm really mean, end of season cliffhanger. The A team could disappear, or the actual supervillains could disappear and force the henchman B team into trying to do something.
I like that. I like that.
what I like about like the magical girl world is that it opens up options for like non-human villains or non-humanoid villains.
Yes.
They can get more just inexplicable. Like this villain is just, a lizard that walks on two legs. Don't question it.
Wasn't he in Spider-Man?
Yeah, yeah.
There you go.
See, and I was thinking, didn't he have a line of car insurance commercials? I am all down for the magical girl whimsy meets the corporate, like, 9 to 5 villains. All about that.
Imagining a world in which they're 15 minutes late. They do this every time.
Right. Or like,
you
sorry,
remember
actually, I'm not available past 7. I have to feed my cat.
Yeah.
So that's not gonna work for me. I can't do that job. Sorry.
We're still gonna bill them, even if they don't show up.
Yeah.
I also pictured the occasion where like a hero shows up and I was like, haha, villain! And the villain hasn't gotten there yet.
Yeah.
I'm on my break.
The train was late.
30-minute lunch.
Yeah.
It's in the contract. We are union.
This fight has been going on for 2 hours. I am legally obligated to take a break.
And Vixen Artistry says, My Hero Academia meets Magical Girl.
A little bit.
I don't know enough about. But My Hero Academia, they're not villains, right?
Well, yeah, but it would be the villain version of. Well, I guess.
Oh,
I mean, it's questionable if some of those won't turn villains.
sure.
I question
No
that.
spoilers. Do we want one more sentence here?
We can.
Or, like-
we
I
can.
mean, yeah, we're still.
We
we're
can
still
do as
trying
many
to-
sentences as we want, but before the end of it, you will have to pick a top 3.
Yeah, because I thought that one of them is just general space opera, but we're bad at their jobs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
So there's like a common thread, obviously, but
Yeah.
The common thread is just bad at their jobs.
Yeah. Or, you
I'm
know,
gonna
not
I'm gonna
super
s-
into their jobs.
say the quiet part out loud. Is it because we don't want to set our expectations too high?
it's because the
Or-
entire
or-
team has ADHD.
Yeah, that, or maybe like capitalism is soul crushing, and I would like
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
be bad at my job
100%.
without fearing losing everything.
So Tenwen also posts something that I'm going to take it a step further. Tenwen says the PCs are B-list villains who have to teach at the school, and I'm going to take it a step further and say they're the faculty of the villain school.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
You gotta deal with
Oh,
that
that's
shit. You
fine.
thought you got to be the villain and do the things at the high school and cause chaos? No, you're the faculty that has to deal with a school full of villains.
Yeah. Someone's
I'm
got
here
to be the
for it.
janitor. Someone's got to be the janitor.
Kayla, I got out of teaching for a reason.
No, go back to it.
You don't have to be a teacher. You could be the janitor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Be
you
the
could be the
janitor.
principal who just delegates.
Yeah. Or like the school nurse.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Ooh.
School secretary.
I feel a theme.
I definitely think it's a situation where the vice principal is like nobody knows where the principal is.
Yes!
Yeah.
Oh,
Doing all the
nice.
work.
Yeah. Got it.
And then Vixen Artistry asks, do newly graduated villains get paid less?
Probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sorry. You get paid? I thought we were working for exposure.
Yeah.
Internship for villains.
Look, nobody's
That's
gonna want to
the
hire
worst
you if you don't have any word of mouth. Like, you know, exposure's important in this career.
Yeah, especially if you're gonna make a name as a villain, you know, work for exposure.
Yeah.
You're Robin Banks. You can keep that money. It's part of your internship.
Exactly.
That's why we see so many rob the bank episodes with villains.
Like, look, I gotta pay my rent somehow.
Our lair has bills that need paid. Okay.
You think this volcano runs itself?
We keep all the lights on red, but there's still an electricity bill, okay?
Look, there's
Do you
two
know the
options.
premium on our insurance right now? Okay. It is a volcano.
You have insurance?
Yes,
I
it is
can
required by the
throw
state.
this money directly into the volcano, or I can start throwing virgins in there. Which do you want?
Tenwen says, in the villain world, networking is key. And then
Oh,
Vixen
no.
Artistry followed it up with, oh no, not the Harvard of villainy.
No, I don't want to network in a game.
If we do good, we have to make sweatshirt. Like the
Oh.
classic collegiate font.
I like improv, but I draw the line at small talk.
Is it small talk though if it's all improv?
I was gonna say, why does improving small talk sound easier
Than actual
Well,
small
I
talk.
know. That's what I'm thinking. What?
Improving small talk badly sounds easier.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But, you know, if we're trying to network, you gotta be good at small talk. Sweaty.
So tell me more. You said it was cloudy outside, but is it like cirrus clouds, cumulonimbus? What are we looking here?
More like fog.
I mean, it's more like nuclear winter clouds.
Oh,
I
God.
can make fog. That's my villain talent. Oh god.
Vixen Artistry points out that, I don't know, we have a game called Disposal by the Barrel where we clean up after heroes that didn't clean up after themselves. Yes, that is currently my home game on Saturday.
Oh, nice.
Because the main economy in the country is adventurers and hunting the crazy amount of mythical creatures that are in the country, but no one cleans up, so now there's an industry for cleanup.
It's like it. Like
I
it.
love that.
Yeah.
So in case you didn't know that I do random things for games, haha, spoilers.
That's
Okay.
fun. That's fun.
So we have 5 sentence. I'm generously calling them 5 sentences because they're more just like words or phrases with plus signs because I didn't make an actual sentence of most of them.
Yeah, no.
The only one that's an actual sentence is technically, "Sir, this is a monster of the week."
Yeah.
Do we want to include or make a sentence for our video game trapped in a video game?
Ah, shit, I forgot about that one.
Oh, I didn't. It's one of my I mean, all of them are my faves. Yo, this is going to be the best show ever because I love all of you.
There's gonna be like baddies in Monster of the Week, baddies in a magical girl, or baddies in a video game. Those are your 3 options.
I feel a theme of you all like playing the baddies.
Poorly.
Oh yeah.
Not usually. Usually, I feel like I play characters that are way too earnest. So this seems
Yeah,
like a lot.
exactly.
Considering the character you played when we played at a table together in person.
Okay, no, that character. Her name was Nemea, and she was a pink tiefling, and she was beautiful. I loved her.
Wasn't her family involved in a group? That was
She may or may not have sold an entire town to a devil. It's fine.
Yeah, I was like, she's like the definition of an accidentally bad baddie.
Nice.
She was the definition of "I will run from every problem I create." Like that was her entire backstory.
That is entirely one of my weekly games that I play. There's a reason we're called the Sweet Criminals.
I like it.
Also, I do want to acknowledge that I realize I'm freezing a little bit. I don't know what's going on, but occasionally I keep freezing. I hope I don't pop off the call. But I will acknowledge that it's probably a Yep.
You're fine.
I feel like that last one was on purpose.
It wasn't, but I was trying to make a face and I didn't catch the face. But yes, anyway, in a video game, but the break room. That was a game that was a show we were talking about.
Yeah, like
we were talking about that with the villains for
And that
hire.
is
Like,
something you can do if you're staff at a supervillain high school. Is you can be in the teacher break room with the
Teacher's
faculty.
yeah.
Absolutely.
There's like an explosion that like rocks
Drink.
the coffee cup, and you're like, oh my god.
Why am I feeling like
Okay,
we were
who drank?
staff at
Who drank my goat's blood? I had labeled it in the fridge.
Oh, I think that was Jerry.
Fucking Jerry.
I think Jerry used it to summon a custodial demon.
To clean up the ghost blood that he spilled to summon the custodian.
Imagining like the climax of that season being like the homecoming football game against the rival hero school.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Amazing.
How can we cheat without getting caught?
Right, because it's not about not cheating. It's about the not getting caught
Yeah,
piece.
yeah.
We can cheat all
But only not getting caught by the hero team, because you actually want your teachers to see you cheating, because that's part of your grade.
Yeah.
Or wild concept that the other team will never expect. What if we played fairly?
Nah.
I feel
The
like
hero team cheats.
yeah, and then the hero team
Hero
cheats, we're
team
like, Tenwen says, "Darn it, Jerry, not again."
Yeah,
Freaking
exactly.
Jerry.
Freaking Jerry.
I think whatever we play, Jerry has to be an NPC that's never seen but always complained about.
Constantly.
Yeah. We can just blame everything on Jerry.
Okay, so we have 6. I'm gonna just call them options because calling them sentences is me lying to you, and I would never do that.
I'm pretty sure that's what acting is. So, like,
I
they're
would
sentences.
never lie to the audience. I definitely would lie to you all. I would never lie to the audience.
Wait. I'm just imagining you saying something to us in character and then turning to the camera and being like, actually.
So what you're telling me is I need to set up another webcam on this monitor so that I can have a cut to me looking at the audience moment.
Absolutely.
Oh no, I fully foresee you making notes and then just going in later and recording cutaways.
Recording my own confessionals.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, this is exactly where I lied and I decided.
Look, there's gonna be player
That would be good, like,
confessionals.
post-season.
There's gotta be GM confessionals also.
Like, you thought I planned this. Nope. That would be most of my confessionals.
Same.
After we film the whole season, we just go back and add commentary.
Yes.
Do like our own version of laugh tracks.
Right.
Yes.
Oh,
What
yeah.
could go wrong? Everything.
Everything.
Spoilers. Everything went
Spoilers.
wrong.
Everything went wrong.
One of those pause moments where like something disastrous happens and the movie pauses. And I bet you're wondering how we got here.
We got here.
Situation.
Mhm.
Yep, that's me.
Vixen Artistry says, this is why there is trust issues. Laugh my ass off. I don't know what you're talking about. Everyone knows that I, as a GM, would totally not mislead. Ever.
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 And mine's just the
Excuse.
trauma. I don't know where y'all get that from.
Okay, so we have 6 options written down. Do we want any
Yeah.
more? Before, I'll just
I
go
feel
ahead.
like we can't. We
I
will
know.
never get down
I know.
to 3.
Well, that's
I
fair.
know.
I'll run through the 6 that we have right now. The first one being Sir, This is a Monster of the Week. The second one being Magical Girls meets Villains for Hire, office style. The third being a campy horror supervillains high school where you all are the B-team henchmen. 4 is space opera but bad at their jobs. 5 is staff at the supervillain high school. 6 is trapped in video games, possibly hopping between video game worlds in that almost Wreck-It Ralph arcade-esque style.
I am personally very partial to 1 and 2. List.
I am too, but I still, at least for one, like I'm still leaning toward Human of the Week.
Yeah.
You know, where we're the monsters, as opposed to.
Well, the Sir, This is a Monster of the Week could mean y'all are retail workers having to deal with monster shit. Or it could mean your monster is having to deal with human shit.
We could be monster retail workers dealing with human shit.
Human shit.
Oh no!
Absolutely.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, to be fair, you don't need to look past real life to see, you know, regular humans trashing public bathrooms. So,
True.
yeah.
100%.
And assuming
are
there's
we-
some sort of supernatural place.
Are we hidden monsters, or is it just like openly everybody knows
world.
we're a monster?
Yeah.
That would have to be decided. Which, if you know
Yeah.
people voted for that, we would have to figure that out.
Mhm.
Which, haha, if we pick that, you won't find out until we actually play the pilot. But you all will find out because we'll probably go over it in session 0.
The characters.
I'm really partial to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Crap.
You literally
Okay,
I don't know what those
just did
numbers
all
are
of the
anymore.
options.
I just love the space opera, but I'm really partial to 1, 2, and 5. But I really like the space opera only because it's funny.
You just like me playing a split personality AI.
Oh my gosh. And then just like, y'all need to go watch that one shot. It was very funny. But yeah, those are my
Spoilers,
votes.
there were glow sticks with the AI at one point.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, while we continue to go around to the cast to see what their favorites are, I'm gonna also prompt you, audience. You can see. Let me just increase this size for you, because so you don't have to be all up on whatever device you're watching it on, to see what our options are. Is that large enough? Does anyone need screen readers? or yeah.
I'm feeling like 1, 2, and 3, and then if 3 ends up being the thing, 5 is like a very special episode where we play the Stupid Lights. Because I love number 5, I think it's so funny, but I'm also like, I can't imagine playing a school staff member for an entire campaign.
That's fair.
That is very fair.
You're like, that was my real life. I don't want
I could do it for a one shot. I think it would be great for a one shot.
So now that the audience can also see the options more clearly because of I enlarged it, don't forget to drop the numbers that you like too, because we are picking our top 3, which will be the ones you vote on. The cast will continue to discuss our options while you totally write numbers and drop them in the chat. Do it. So yeah. So I'm hearing
Okay.
a lot of 1s, a lot of 2s.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 and 5 are my favorites, which are basically the same story from different points of view.
Right? 1, 2, and 3 are pretty solid, y'all.
Yeah.
They really are.
I see 2,
What
3,
was
and
4,
5 in the
though? Which
chat.
was hard.
2, 3, 5. Yep, it looks like everyone's top 3 are 2, 3, and 5 so far. In chat. Kate says 2, 3, or 6.
Oh.
We got 1 for 6.
Ooh. Okay.
Staring over at chat.
I
I
am too.
could also just stare down at my phone because I have it open on my phone too, but I don't. Yeah, so at the very least, it looks like 2 and 3 are big faves.
Very strong. Very strong.
Yeah, I feel like
contenders.
we need to like refine 3 a little
Yeah.
because
Wow,
I've
that's
not
not
Whoa, what?
Wow!
Sorry!
just deleted all
I
out.
just wanted to bolt it! I forgot
You
to press...
bolded 2 and 3.
Yes, I forgot to press control before I pressed B, so it just made it B. Just because those seem to be popping up. We do need to refine 3, but
Absolutely.
that way people know. So we can keep track of what seems to be the big ones in chat. Oh man, you're gonna make me try and say words that I'm totally gonna butcher on stream, Vixen. I am a Maho Soju buff, so if I had to choose, number 2. I'm pretty sure I did not get that first word right.
Hey, you actually got the first right. Wow, good work.
Totally took Japanese in college and remember like none of it. So
Fair enough.
just like I took Spanish for all of grade school and then moved to Phoenix and remembered none of it.
Same.
Less of an excuse. For sure, Japanese. I don't remember any of that my dad taught me.
Vixen Artistry said, but it's okay, you tried. Look.
Okay, so since we're in somewhat of agreement that 3 and 5 are like basically the same thing but just different perspectives, maybe 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Well, and I also feel like with 3, I think it would be easy enough to have some of us playing students and some of us playing staff.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
if we want to go that route.
Yeah.
Oh no, Nicola is frozen with sad face.
Oh, no. Oh, sad face frozen.
Is perfect face to be frozen on.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm glad I put in for Nicola's pitch because I want to elevate forward to one of the top 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
I'm
I feel like number 2 also has the same vibe of like, sir, this is a Wendy's, because it's still the villain
Right.
for hire office style.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we could definitely do that. And I will say, if we wanted to, for like a season 2, if we did have a season 2, for the supervillains high school one, we could do a season 2 or like one of those like mini series between seasons where it was the faculty
Yeah.
that has
That
to
would
deal
be
with
good.
all of the shit y'all pulled in the first season.
like a Lion King 1.5 kind of
Yeah.
situation where we just cut away to the conversation in the staff room.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's great.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do that as a charity stream because I do want to do
Oh,
back.
smart.
Yes.
You
It
live.
was 100% kept saying, nope.
It did freeze you on the sad face, so it was like the
Yeah.
perfect first.
Yeah,
face.
it was.
Did it just do it again?
Yep.
No.
Frozen on the big
On a
sad.
different side.
I feel like it's the sad face that triggers the frozen now.
Oh, no, you have to smile all the time, Nicola. Just,
Oh, and back. We back
oh,
No,
or frozen?
Maybe.
again?
no,
Maybe?
you're too hopeful.
huh?
I was
Wait.
too hopeful. I was too hopeful. Back for a second. But yeah, I mean, I am wanting to do charity streams between seasons, possibly at mid-seasons too. Depends on how crazy all of this ends up being, because this is all theoretical until I actually do it. But I am wanting to do some themed mini-series one-shot. Oh, are you back? Yeah?
It's fucking Discord.
Oh, Discord,
It's
no.
like nothing else is going wrong. It just keeps saying Discord's not responding. And I'm like, so, anyways, I agree with everything you said, even though I didn't hear any of it.
Oh, you just
Perfect.
totally agreed to, you know, run
You're-
things. I'm so glad that you agree with everything we said. So,
Oh, I'm in
Can't wait for you to sing for us.
yep, you're
Yeah.
doing the musical opening number.
to
We were talking about the possibility of maybe between seasons doing like a mini series where the faculty at the supervillain high school has to deal with all the shit y'all pulled the previous season.
Yes.
Talking about this the villain high school concept. I know we've got campy horror written there too. So are we thinking more like supernatural horror, like, you know, bad guys like vampires and werewolves, or are we talking more like supervillain, like superhero foils? Because that feels like too
Jorge
different.
no los dos.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, we talked about the Spider-Man example earlier. One of his regular villains is a lizard man.
That's,
Technically a crocodile man, but his art often looks like a lizard man.
It really looks like a lizard.
I was
Sorry.
gonna say Porque no los dos. We can have vampires and evil scientists.
Yeah.
Sure. I guess the question I'm trying to get at more is like, what does the world look like?
Oh yeah, that's a good question.
Like, is this an Avengers world, or is this like a Supernatural the TV show world? Like, or
okay,
you know,
hi,
some
here's
kind of
Hank.
combination or
Finally
some
joined us.
other thing.
Hi.
It is whatever world we want it to be. We could decide that now,
Also-
or we could decide that in the session 0 while you all are figuring out your characters. Because a lot of the times what I did with the one shot was kind of build the world around what you all wanted to play. which is why we had an AI and a 4-armed alien and what amounted to anxiety from Inside Out.
Fear.
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 From Inside Out for the Space One Shot.
I was just to toss in an idea for the mid-season staff episode. One of us has got to play the safety inspector. 100%.
Amazing. Well, maybe that should be the GM, should be the safety inspector, and the rest of us are trying to pass that.
Yeah.
I
But are we gonna pull a Ratatouille and we the rats lock up the safety inspector in a closet somewhere, sort of thing?
Ooh.
I mean, if we're villains, yeah.
Oh no. Oh,
I feel like there has to be an OSHA but evil version that's this
No-sha.
hallway
Yeah.
is too
No-sha?
safe. There should be more pitfalls and there's not enough traps in this
You
hallway.
see, the problem with this is the hero's just gonna get right to you.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
have-
It does not
I
meet
love it.
NOSHA standards.
See,
Yes.
now,
Okay.
now you've got me rethinking everything, because now I want to play NOSHA employees.
We can have some
Inspecting villain
villains for hire.
homes.
And going in every episode, we go into a different villain's lair and tell them what they're doing wrong.
Oh my gosh, it's love it or list it for villains.
Yeah. I'm sorry, but yeah, we're gonna need at least a half a dozen more booby traps in the boss fight
There's
room.
not
Otherwise,
enough laser tripwires, and also why don't you have a shark tank to just drop people into? It feels like you should have if sharks aren't your thing, maybe piranhas, crocodiles, something that likes to eat things.
but we look after the welfare of those animals. So if you have a moat full of piranhas, but you're not properly taking care of them, you're also gonna get dinged.
Right,
Yes.
right.
You gotta have a steady influx of superheroes and
It's
random
actually a way.
passersby.
It's a way that the Villain Society gives back to the community. Because
Right.
sharks are apex predators, so you have to maintain a whole environment. For...
Yep.
Absolutely, absolutely.
We environmentally conscious villains. I love this.
Kate says sharks with laser beams attached to their heads.
That would go so poorly so fast.
Yeah. Those laser beams have to be shark proof, though,
Yeah.
so they don't just laser beam each other.
Or the sharks have to be laser proof.
Yes,
That's probably
that's
easier.
what I
That is probably easier.
Oh no.
So it sounds like you all just created a 7th option.
Oh shit.
No,
No.
that
No,
goes into
these are mid-season.
the
Mid-season.
super villain stuff. No, we got this. we're world building for the potential 3.
Oh no. Oh my god.
Okay, so
No shit can be a one shot. We can do a one shot.
No
with
shit.
I have to figure out what that actual acronym means.
What the N stands for? I don't know.
Negligent?
There you go. Yeah.
Matt says if you go the supervillains high school route, you have to have a Camp Crystal Lake spinoff during the summer.
Oh yeah.
That's so good.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, every show has that beach episode at some point.
That's true.
Episode, a musical episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one episode that's
puppet
really
episode.
sad in the middle of everything, and you're like, "Oh, this is a real okay."
Wow,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just
have-
sucker punched me real hard there.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. All due to a false sense of security, and then killed off your favorite NPC. Wow.
Mhm.
This just got real. Okay, so it seems like our options that are going to be put up for vote are the magical girl villains for hire office, the supervillain high school one, and the space opera but bad at their jobs.
Yeah.
Oh, did our sir, this is a monster of the week, lose?
Well, yes, but also
Okay.
I feel like the villains for hire in the style of The Office has
There's
the same
a lot of
vibe.
crossover.
It does.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm happy with this.
Yeah.
I want them all. That's fine.
Awesome.
I do too.
I will probably give them code names of some sort to make it easier. Who knows? But those will be the 3 options that we'll have up to vote. I will have them up to vote probably within the hour. Don't quote me on that. After we end stream. So if you aren't following me on social media, that poll will go up on @justgaykay on Twitter. It will also be in the links in the description of our YouTube video, if you are watching this on YouTube. I can't generate that for those of you who are watching live with us on Twitch, because like I said, I can't make the poll until I have the options, and I just got the options.
What?
So you're gonna have to wait. But those will go up, and you will also probably start seeing some of us campaigning for the ideas that we like the most. I'm not
Now I
limiting.
have to choose.
Yeah, I'm not limiting them to. I'm not gonna limit you all to one. You could, if you really wanted to be very political, you could have a campaign video for each
Oh
one.
my god.
I endorse this message. And we will be posting those on our social medias, so please follow both myself and everyone else. They will also be up on our YouTube channel, so if that's easier for you to just follow our YouTube channel, which again is Paracosm Entertainment, just like our Twitch channel here is if you're watching live. So those will be posted up there as well. And, you know, if you have a favorite that you want to campaign for as well, please campaign, talk to people, make videos about it, you know, because then that's how we get the votes, and that's how we decide which one is the thing that we do. So thank you so much for joining all of us. It seems like we have our 3 options. We are going to go around one more time so that you all know who everyone is and where you can find them. And then we will wish you a good night.
Thanks, Mario.
You're welcome. So we're gonna, because I did not keep the order the same on this screen as I did the other one, it's totally different, so I'm gonna have to call it out again. So we're gonna toss it over to JD. Where can people find you?
All right. You can find me at jdelight.card with 2 R's.co. That's got all of my social media things and my links and my art commissions, which are open. So if you've got any D&D characters or Steve the RPG characters that you want me to draw for you, I love drawing original characters. It's my favorite thing in the world. So hit me up. That's it.
Awesome. And then we will toss it to Kai.
Yes, I'm Kai once again. You can find me all sorts of places. I've got different social medias for all sorts of things. Right now, my main is at Kylie Grimwood on most things, or Kylie.Grimwood. But you can also find me in a lot of places at Honey Ghost Games, which is my video gaming streaming side of things. It's what my Twitch is based around. So kind of either or both, whatever.
Awesome. And then we will toss it to Rain.
Hi, I'm Rain. You can find me at rainbow_tiefling on Instagram and TikTok, and then rainbow.tiefling on Twitter.
Alright, and Nicola.
Hi, I have been Nicola the Druid, and that's where you can find me on most of the social platforms. And you can also, because I was too busy making jokes, I didn't mention I also, oh, nope, you can't even see it. Never mind. I also, if you are a Whovian, I do Gallifreyan art, available commissions, and I have a Redbubble store. It's currently a piece I'm working on, except you can't see it because of my ring light.
It's
So,
Rain's
imagine-
A beautiful thing.
oh, there it goes. Anyways, so my commissions are also open for those as well, but mostly I run charity streams, and now I'm on this show, which is gonna be fucking #1 in its time slot.
Damn straight.
All right out the gate.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No
Wait, I have
pressure.
a side story. Side story, real quick. I have a little plaque, like a wooden plaque a student made me from a former life when I was a science teacher that says in circular Gallifreyan, "I make scientists." And it's just
Aw.
it's really pretty.
That's
I love
really
it so
cute.
And I've already introduced myself. My name is Kayla. I am justgaykay on Twitter. I have my link tree in the bio of Twitter, so if you want to follow me on any other social media, Instagram, Hive, Mastodon, if you want to follow me for my freelance stuff, because I freelance in the TTRPG space. I'm currently also the general manager of UO Publishing. King. And we just finished our Haro Kickstarter, so you'll see a bunch of that stuff as well. And that is I would say that's a wrap, because that feels very studio and very cheesy. That's a wrap!
That's all, folks.
So thank you so much again for joining us. Keep an eye out for those polls and those campaign videos, and we will be seeing you. I'm drawing this out because I realized I have not put my mouse over the stop streaming button. We will be seeing you later. Bye!